20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 10 cycles.
In motion right is Wilson.
Check white. Blue check. Ready.
2 and a throw right away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Drill 52. Hey.
In motion, Hill. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And his defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
560. Opposite. Green.
On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Go pink. Check pink. Smith red. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point, ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
22 needle. Yellow. Go.
Now Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Okay.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He is going to find Hill here. The 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Sanders now to have the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing is Jackson. Robinson's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen in his receiving.
And he's going to go down. He sacked back at the 24. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strike 60. 43 rail, yellow, line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally them. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Right back to Dobbins on first. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. The solid stiff arm. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Jackson now off the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run up the gap with Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Tua. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. 12, 10. Yellow.
In motion left is Wilson. Tua on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
22 needle.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Tucker now to add the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Dolphins 17. Justin Tucker to kick off the scoreboard.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Come alive.